Hello everyone, this is Trisha Kumason of Chain. Today I would like to discuss about the root of nonlinear equation. So let's start now. Okay, these are the chapter of the root of nonlinear equation such as bisection method, false position method, also known the regular force in Latin, Newton-Raphson method, secant method, Mueller method, Fitzpoint method, and Barrister method. Okay, today I will like to discuss about the introduction, linear and non-linear equation, algebraic, polynomial and transcendental equation, and method to solve non-linear equation. All method discussion. Okay, so the introduction of the root of non-linear equation is mathematical model can be formulated into equation of the form fx equal to 0, where x and fx may be real, complex, or vector quantities. The value of x that satisfy function is called root of equation. Since the fx becomes 0 at this value, they are also known as 0 of the function. Okay, so these are the linear and non-linear equation. So y equal to fx. So that's the equation 1. Okay, fx is a linear function if the dependent variable y change in direct proportion to the change in independent variable x. For example, y equal to 3x plus 5 is a linear function. Fx is said to be non-linear if the response of the dependent variable y is not in direct or exact proportion to change in independent variable x. For example, x plus 3x5 plus 6 equal to 0, or y equal to x quasi-2 plus 1. So that's the meaning. Okay, so these are the equation. Fx equal to 0 may belong to one of the following type of equation: algebraic equation, polynomial equation, and transcendental equation. Okay, the first one is algebraic equation. An equation of type y equal to fx is said to be algebraic if it can be expressed in the form fn yn plus fn minus 1 yn minus 1 plus blah 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 plus f1 y1 plus f0 equal to 0. So that's one of the first equation. Okay, where fy is an ith order polynomial in x. So first equation can be written as f as y equal to 0. Here's some example. So 2x plus fy minus 1 equal to 0. So that's the call of the linear. 8x plus 2xy minus 81 equal to 0. So that's the call of the non-linear. And the last one is the x quasi-3 plus xy plus y quasi-2 equal to 0. So non-linear. So meaning in English, x cubed plus xy plus y squared equal to 0. So non-linear. Okay, the second one is polynomial equation. Polynomial equations are a simple class of algebraic equation that are represented as follow: an xn plus a n minus 1 s quasi n minus 1 plus blah 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 plus blah 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 plus a1 x equal plus a0 equal to 0. This is called nth degree polynomial and as n root. The root may be real and different, real and repeated, and complex number. So, okay, so these are some specific example of polynomial equation. So let's do the example. So wait for okay, so let's see. So let's see. So x3 plus 4x cube root plus 4x square root minus 3x plus 8 equal to 0. So x square root plus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So that means you need to use the formula of the polynomial equation. So like this one. So a3x cube root plus a2x square root plus a1x1 and plus a0x0. So that means equal to 0. So that's the formula of the polynomial equation. So we see so that means I add 3, so adds to a 1 and 1 so a, so adds 0, so 3 2 1. So that means for add 0 equal to 1, so that's the meaning lah. So adds 2, so 2 adds 1 and 3 adds 0, so 2 adds 1, so 2, so x was a quotient equal to 1. So that's the meaning. Okay, the third one, transcendental equation. A non-algebraic equation is called a transcendental equation. This including trigonometric, exponential and logarithmic function. Okay, let's do the example 1. Okay, for example, so 2 cos. So 2 cos s minus s equal to 0. So a x root, so tan x plus 4x equal to 0. So log x fourth root minus 1 equal to 0. So 8x root plus x equal to 0. So that's an example of the transcendental equation. So these are the examples of the transcendental equation. So equal to 0, equal to 0. So no need, so you cannot use it for calculator lah. So just using for transcendental equation. So this is one of the non-algebraic equation. Okay, the next one. So these are the method to solve non-linear equation. Okay, so such as direct analytical method, try and error method, graphical method, and iterative method. Okay, the first one, direct analytical method. For some equation, we can use direct analytical method to solve the equations. For example, ax squared plus bx plus a equal to 0. We know that the solution of every equation is this formula. So s equal to, so minus b, plus or minus, so b equals to b square root minus 4ac per 2a. So I don't know what's meaning. Okay, then the second one, try and error method. This method involves a series of guesses of x, each time evaluating the function to see whether it is close to 0. Wait for a while. Okay, for example, so that means for x root plus 2 equal to 0. So f x equal to 0, so 1, so 1 root plus 2 equal to 0, so 3 equal to 0. So that's x1. So x equal to 1x. So that means x equal to -1. So that's simple one lah. So x equal to 1x. So it will become x equal to -1. So that's the example of the trial and error method. Okay, the next one, graphical method. This method involves plotting the given function and determining the point where it crosses the x-axis. These points represent approximate value of the node of the function. Okay, for example, so let's say for 2x plus 3y equal to 4. So this is for example of question of the graphical method. So this is for equation. Okay, let's say so we need to do for the graph. So the answer is one lah. So let's say so 2x is 2 is 3y, so equal to 4 lah. So that's the example of the graphical method. Okay, the next one, iterative method. These are a number of iterative methods that have been tried and used successfully in various problem situations. Iterative method can be grouped into two categories. Okay, first one, bracketing method, also known the interpolation method, and open-end method is meaning by extrapolation method. Okay, bracketing method, also known the interpolation method. So these are the two popular methods under this category are bisection method and false position method. Okay, and the next one, open-end method or extrapolation method. The following iterative methods fall under this category, such as Newton-Raphson method, secant method, Mueller method, Fixed-point method, and Bairstow method. Okay, that's all for now. So thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyway, take care and goodbye.